Hello, this is Tony Burgess again from Academy of High Achievers, otherwise known as AHA. Today I'm going to present to you step 2 in our 6-step belief change process. If you haven't seen the clip with step 1 in it yet, you may choose to perhaps pause this video and go and seek out step 1. Step 1 is all about knowing what you do want and steering your mind in that direction, having real clarity about it and filling your mind with it. Step 2 then is about doing an inner stuff audit or beliefs audit. Really, a lot of you will have already come across the idea of carrying out an audit. Maybe you've been on the receiving end of it, or maybe you've been responsible for performing some kind of audit within an organisation. Well, the very best kind of audit you could carry out for yourself would be to audit your inner stuff. What's going on in here, and of course what's going on for you emotionally as well. That's all your inner stuff. And I've called it a beliefs audit because most of your inner stuff is based on beliefs and assumptions rather than reality. We've only got a very heavily filtered version of reality going on the inside, which means that we can choose that stuff that works best for us, and we can replace or get rid of the stuff that's not working for us. So carrying out an inner stuff audit or beliefs audit is going to involve you going inside and taking a look around in there. What's going on in there? Noticing in detail. You know, knowledge is power. The more you can notice about what's going on in there and what's serving you and what's not, the more you can strengthen that works and dismantle that which isn't working and replace it with some more useful stuff. A lot of technical words here, isn't it? Inner stuff. You know, that's what it really is. It's easy for you to get hold of the idea that there's thoughts and feelings and beliefs and ideas and assumptions going on in there, and let's lump all that together as inner stuff. So going on the inside and finding out more about what's going on in there, I'm going to call an inspedition. Some of you may have read the book that myself and Julie read. It's available on Amazon and it's called Oops, I Dropped a Vowel. You might want to look that up because the idea of an inspedition is introduced for the first time in that book. So going on an inspedition is getting curious, you know, getting really inquisitive about going on the inside and finding out what's going on. I'd like you to do this by taking a sheet of paper and writing a clear goal at the top of that page, and then dividing the remainder of the page into 2 columns. And at the top of one column I just want you to put helpful stuff, and at the top of the other column unhelpful stuff. Now all I want you to do once you've got those 2 columns is allow your inner stuff about your goal to just come to mind. Things that you think you know, things that you're assuming, things that you're believing, ideas that come to mind. I want you to capture it all. So just let it bubble up to the surface. It can be ideas about how possible or impossible the goal is to achieve. It might be about how capable you believe yourself to be. It might be about how easy or difficult the journey is going to be. It could be about how long it's going to take or how short a period of time it's going to take. It could be about what you think other people are going to think of your idea, about thinking about your responses that you're going to have as you start to achieve more. All kinds of things you can start to notice there, and no matter how true or false it might seem, I want you to suspend judgment really about the truth value of it, and instead to just focus on, is this serving me or not? Is it helpful or unhelpful? And just put it in the appropriate column. The thing about this is the more you notice, the more you've got to work with. So if you've got a page full of things that are really helpful, not only can you then strengthen those and also even transfer them into other goals, perhaps where they're missing and they may be useful, you can also, with the unhelpful column, start to dismantle and replace the unhelpful stuff with more helpful stuff. Steps 3, 4, 5 and 6 are going to help on that. So for now, I just want you to just capture what's going on in there. Get really curious. Let me give you an example. If I had a goal of making a real stack of money on a particular training program, and I had something bubble up to the surface of my mind which said something like, this is going to be impossible. I'm never going to make that amount of money on this program. However true or false that might seem to me, one thing's for sure, for me in that context that would be getting in the way, it would be unhelpful. So I've put that in my unhelpful column. If I had another thought that came to mind, which is, hey, you know what, I'm really resourceful, I can achieve whatever I choose to turn my attention to, then for me, in that context, that would be really helpful. I would put it in my helpful column. I'd want to strengthen that, I'd want to make sure that that was absolutely present along the journey. Now, by the way, what appears in anyone's helpful or unhelpful column is a very personal thing. Let me give you an example. For me, if I had an idea come to mind that was something like, hey, you know what, person X doesn't believe I can pull this off, for me that would go in the helpful column, because it'd be a real motivator. It'd be like, I'll show them that I can really achieve this, I'll show them what I'm made of, and it would actually propel me forward in terms of progress. I know that for some other people it would very much go in their unhelpful column. It would be a demoralizer, it would be a real gate closer on their resources. It would actually be getting in the way. And so, you know, the only rule here is to notice for you, is this something that's freeing up resources and helpful, or is it getting in the way and shutting down your resources? Okay, so allow yourself full permission to find yourself some quiet time to just allow whatever ideas bubble up to the surface and just capture them in those two columns. And then steps 3, 4, 5 and 6 will help you to strengthen what works, and also most importantly to dismantle what's in the way and replace that with some more useful stuff. I know you're going to find this really useful, and by the way, at the end of this clip, just as in clip 1, I'm going to put the website that you can access to download a free article that covers all of the 6 steps, so you've got all of the information available to you to apply at your leisure. You can apply this to any kind of goal, personal, business, sport, whatever. Really widely applicable. I know you're going to find it useful. Lots of our clients have found it useful, and we've applied it massively in our own lives. Look out for clips 3, 4, 5 and 6, and enjoy applying this stuff to your life, to your goals, to your business, and let me know how you get on with it. I love to hear some success stories. So that's all from me for now, and look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye!